I got you something. Enhanced tracking, satellite capabilities.
You got me a used burner phone? Maybe I can use it to buy some meth or order a hitman.
Don't be ridiculous. If you need a hitman, come to me for the referral.
I didn't realize how big wrestling fans there were in Cape Town, South Africa. You know, you'd think maybe there might be a little anonymity walking around, but no. And it would just be, people screaming out of their cars, Bautista bomb. And so that was kind of cool. But yeah, just the whole experience of filming in South Africa and then Italy, it was just amazing. But it was, a bucket list thing.
Hi, Pete. How you doing today?
Hey, how are you guys?
Doing great. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks so much for asking us. Thank you also for joining us today in the movie podcast. We're such huge fans of your work, and we really had a great time watching this movie and excited to talk to you about it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So we got to start off by first of all asking you, you're back in this world. It's been 4 years since the last one. What excited you most about coming back and doing a sequel to My Spy?
Well, we were fortunate that the first movie was very successful, so we were given a much healthier budget. So on this one, we knew it was going to be bigger, faster, hopefully funnier, and always with heart. But it was fun to get back into the shoes of these characters and tell a different kind of story, because Sophie is grown up, not fully, but she's a lot older than she was in the first film. And so the whole dynamic of her relationship with JJ changed, and her relationship to other characters, and the fact that she's getting into her first romance.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely see that. The dynamic keeps changing, obviously, with age, and you're kind of in high school now. So there's really cool things that are happening.
Thank you.
Now, I'm curious because, we don't typically get sequels too often for like newer stories like this. And then it got us thinking about, Pete, you've worked on some of the most iconic comedies of all times, ones that we rewatched like countless times to this day. If there was a comedy that you worked on in your past that you could revisit in a sequel, which characters would you want to see what they're up to now?
Well, it's interesting because right now they're remaking Naked Gun. Tommy Boy has already been the Chris Farley story is going to be made, and Tommy Boy is going to be a part of that story. Nutty Professor, they're trying to make another one. Longest Yard, they're trying to make another one. First Dates has been done already in Japan and Spain. So I think that sort of leaves maybe Get Smart. But yeah, I think it would have to be, if we were to go there, it would probably have to be a complete reboot, because we're all getting older.
I mean, we've been kind of hanging out for Anger Management, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was made into a TV series. It was a TV series.
Oh, it was.
There you go. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, Get Smart would be awesome to return to as well. I remember, just the late great Alan Arkin in that film. Just the swordfish scene, always just anytime I watch that, just kills me every time. It's just phenomenal.
Thanks.
Something that we also love so much is how funny Dave Bautista is. You really kind of put him in these situations that bring out the best of him. And I don't know, what were some amazing memories that you had kind of shooting in Europe with Dave on this one?
I didn't realize how big wrestling fans there were in Cape Town, South Africa. You'd think maybe there might be a little anonymity walking around, but no. And it would just be, people screaming out of their cars, Bautista bomb. And so that was kind of cool. But yeah, just the whole experience of filming in South Africa and then Italy, it was just amazing. It was a little hard personally being away from our families, because it's such a long journey to get there. It's 20 hours that, wow. Family couldn't come and visit. So we were really at sea for quite a while, but it was, a bucket list thing.
Yeah. Speaking of family, we had the lovely opportunity earlier this year to talk to Stephen and Robbie Amell. And obviously I had to talk to Stephen about Heels, because absolutely adore that show. Really hope that somehow we could return to that world. Has there been any changes or any talks with him about, exploring what a season 3 could look like for Jack and Ace?
Absolutely. It's going to start airing. Netflix bought it. And so it's going to start airing and I think finally be seen. And so we're hoping for good things. And if the ratings are good, for seasons 1 and 2, they are definitely going to order a third one. So yeah, everyone would. That's another strong family, kind of like My Spy. We all spent so much time together because we shot it during the pandemic, and we were the only people that could hang out with each other because we all had to stay inside our bubble.
Right.
We grew very close.
Love that.
That's amazing. We're so excited to hit Netflix. We're excited to find, a bigger audience for that show, and I'm really excited to check that out, and obviously for the world to return to the world of My Spy. So Pete, thank you so much again for your time. We hope we can talk to you again, and all the best with the release.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.